Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Nut. It is Gold Mason back for another week of NUCL gaming. We got Kiyo and Shengineer back in Shengineer's case, and finally in Kiyo's case. So, how you
About
guys
damn
doing?
time.
Ready to nut.
Ready to
Oh, hell
nut.
yeah, brother. I'm ready to nut.
All right. Well, we got DugZa versus Acid as the first game that we're gonna take a dive into right now. This is SV, so the realm of Shengineer. Got any insights
Really?
for us? That's a Ditto.
Um,
That's a Ditto I'm
that is
seeing.
a Ditto. Ditto is pretty popular right now, or at least it should be. I think big reason is probably Snow's rise to prominence with the Titan. A +4 or +6 to Titan, I mean, is there's not a lot that can stop it once it's set up. Ditto is one of the few things that you just become this a Titan, and then you can't stop it. So that's pretty much all there is to that.
Your sweep is my sweep now.
Yep, I really like the Shao PZ offensive core, except when I use it, because then I get destroyed, but we don't have to watch that game. And then he has an interesting fire, water, grass, like pivot core going on with that as well. So I like Acid's team. Pivoting over to DugZa here. I'm not sure I'm assuming it's a Wish Scream Tail. I think that'd make the most sense here. And then I'm not sure if that's a Dragon Dance Scrafty or Bulk Up. We'll have to see. Bulk Up Scrafty, I kind of overlooked it, but after seeing Diamond's Realm get like obliterated by it using his stall, I think it's a pretty good stall breaking option. But yeah, I think nothing left to do but to hop right into the battle.
Let's get it. Next time we introduce the nut, by the way, I gotta find like a radio channel that we can take over. Welcome to the Nut 107.7
Nut FM.
Nut FM radio. Sorry.
All right. Yeah, we're seeing some movement here. Get the PZN to see it is Fizdef Amoongus. Huge try attack coming off. Even if that's Spadef Scrafty, it is not living that. Well, Scrafty goes down. That was short-lived. Doug's is probably going to find some rocks here, and I'm guessing Acid will do the same. Yep.
Does that tell you anything about the Scraft? He said that he just lets it go right there. Or
based on the calc, we could probably determine if it's Bulk Up or Dragon Dance, but I don't know it off the top of my head.
fair enough.
He's got some
I feel like
Amoongus
Dragon
Force
Dance
going on
definitely
here.
drops. I don't know. PZ's kind of strong.
Yeah. It's a very Spadef
Amoongus is getting off a lot of free sludge bombs. Just
It's
not
true.
getting the poisons.
No poisons yet.
Nice pivot
Mm-hmm.
to the terror of NU right now. I hate that guy. I'm so ready for the ban. I'll start laddering again.
Yeah. Here's the thing, like, you can hit it with a Rocky Helmet, it's taking Life Orb chip, but as soon as it leaves the field, it's just getting it all back, which is just, it's so hard to play against, honestly.
Yeah, for sure.
Alright, good body press there.
There's not really like any complications on DugZa's side to like make it so that Acid has to predict with the Shao either. Like he's fine to just attack what's in front of him.
Yeah. Alright, I expect a Shadow Ball to come out here, maybe. Yep.
Wow, that killed.
That died.
That killed instantly. Yeah.
Dream is not killing PZ unless it Terra normal boom bursts, but even then, yeah. Alright, and this is kind of looking over.
You think that lives without the Terra?
I don't know about giving up P's either. That might be not the play, especially because this could be Scarf Mismagius. And it looks like, yeah, Acid tries to get the kill here, but also loses Ditto. Oh, not quite.
I mean, he ends up losing the Ditto.
Yeah, he loses it. It's not Scarf, it's a Terra Fairy Dekiss, which makes sense. It's good into Flygon. He wall both its stabs.
Sets up on a surprising number of things too, with the extra healing from Draining Kiss.
A nice lip turn to preserve momentum, and you can click Ice Move here, get a free kill, or knock. And I don't think Spinner kills here, so yeah, they're just going to U-turn out. I think Acid is looking pretty good here for the end game. Not sure.
Like Flamigos on DugZa side, dude.
Yeah.
More sludge bombs.
Poison.
No poison.
Oh my goodness. Never lucky.
Is there any reason that these two won't just like sludge bomb synthesis for a million turns?
Like, theoretically, I think it's worse for Acid if he doesn't just stay in and synth, you know, because he's risking these poisons
He's
on
really.
Shao.
I wouldn't want to risk the poison if I were him. But you do get the free regenerator healing, I guess.
Yeah, and I mean, you only have 8
Has
synths to burn on
Acid
Dougie's
used
side. So.
synthesis here? Does he have synth on this?
It's sludge bomb only revealed,
Oh,
Yeah, it could just be that it's not synth, I guess.
and so then you lose the 1v1, right?
I'm guessing that's why he's not clicking it, is because he keeps switching out.
I mean, it must be, because if your only
Yeah.
way to heal is regen, then he's doing the best he can.
Uh-huh. And against all odds, this Amoongus just refuses to die. What was looking pretty bad for DugZa is now looking like a pretty solid win. Assuming Shao can't kill it. And yeah, trying to chip it down with U-turns because it can't quite get the kill.
Yeah, this feels like a conversation that was brought up in the NU Discord about like whether you want the consistency of Ice Spinner or the chance to kill of triple axle. And like this is clearly a case where like I want triple axle, dude. I want the extra power chance.
How many
Like if it's
synthesis
one
do we have
shot,
left here on
dude.
Amoongus?
What is one left?
Oh, just one left. Okay.
Oh, that's why it's not.
Not
Yeah.
even gonna need
You
it,
can
dude.
just switch out.
He's switching for the
Regen
HP.
here.
Yep, yep.
Exactly.
That was a nice knock.
Yeah.
Yeah, good knock, good knock.
All right, we'll see. Is it enough? This is a Fizz-Def Amoongus.
55 just out of range.
Oh, just 1%.
That's crazy though. That's definitely a roll. Wild game.
That's a great game.
Cool game, cool teams, and close result.
Absolutely. I'm still reeling from Flygon just instantly dying. Wasn't even like Terra Ghost yet.
I mean, a +1 Porygon with specs, I presume.
That has to be it.
There is no switch-ins, you know.
Yeah.
The only way to stop that is to prevent it from getting the special attack raise in the first place. Well, which is hard when you have a really threatening physical attacker pivot like Bian Zhao. I think they're a very potent offensive duo for that reason.
Gotcha. I'll keep that in mind when I oh wait, never mind. Get rid of this guy first. Yeah. All right, moving on. Going all the way back to Gen 2.
Trying to sway a public suspect test right now.
Whoa.
Trying to manipulate voters?
No. That was a
opinion.
No, that was like a CTA. That was just like we got to ban this guy first. I'm not saying that you guys should ban this guy, you know. It's a suspect test.
We've got to.
No, yeah, we as a collective. Exactly. You're picking up what I'm putting down. We're going back to Gen 2 though. It is one of the better Gen 2 players. A real FE13 versus a relative newcomer, plznostep, but a fairly proven newcomer, I think. plznostep has been around for a little while now. So
yeah, dude, he's got lots of replays that I scouted this week.
Oh, this is the first Gen 2 NU game that I've watched for this tour that actually has Octillery. I know that like there's probably been a bunch, but I've literally never seen it.
You can get to see a lot of it here, I bet, dude. It's going to do a lot of rest talking.
Oh, boy. Who could have seen that coming?
This should be a pretty interesting game, though, given that we've already got like a Gloom and a Flareon. So we've got something that's, pretty passive and looks to punish stuff with Stun Spore, and Flareon, which looks to, to KO a bunch of the tier with Fire Blast, something that not a lot of things can do.
Yep. I did see maybe last week a Curse Gloom. Is that relatively uncommon, or is that on the same kind of set with the Stun Spore stuff?
Yeah, that's on that's the standard set.
Okay.
You just kind of try to Stun Spore stuff early in the game, and then if stuff goes down, you can maybe curse and sweep a Sludge Bomb.
I was about to ask
like,
if
for
this
example,
guy got
if you look
rapid.
at Step's team right now, like it could be very problematic if the Graveler were to like boom to remove something, and then you just got to sit there. And hope your Flareon doesn't get paralyzed by paralyzed on the Fire Blast turn, stuff like that. It's just it can be complicating.
Ooh, that crit hurts.
Did you know that Stantler's name in the beta was Scaraboo?
That's kind of cool.
Now.
I love that. This Pokemon is one of my favorite. I love that he has like this cool niche in Gen 2
Reminds me
NU.
of that Jimmy Neutron episode where I don't even actually know what happens, but Jimmy's dad like leads all the neighborhood dads in hunting caribou, and they like go huck luck yeah, huck luck yeah, ooh caribou. It's great. Should splice that in.
Amazing.
So this is a very boring Octillery sequence too, because you've got one that's running Ice Beam and one that looks to be running HP Electric. I've been paying attention.
Yeah. No, this is peak, dude.
This is
This
no,
is
you're
what
just gonna get to
Mon's
see
all
it
about.
switch between Octillery and Gloom a million times.
The only way that this gets any better is if plznostep's last Pokemon is a Pineco, and then we get GSE NU Gaming.
Yes, the GIF.
I don't actually remember what his last is because I've seen this game, but I don't remember how it ends. Really, I mean, I know how it ends, but I don't remember
We
what
love
the
to clown
last is.
on GSC and you, but I'm told that it's one of the tiers with like the most diversity in builds. Like you can run pretty much any style and it works. So I definitely appreciate that. Whereas something like ADV is, thanks to Glalie, is just an offensive wreck. Maybe we should ban that guy.
Here you go, trying to sway community opinions again in the middle of a nice, friendly community video. Dude.
No. What Shengineer was doing there was trying to bait me into talking about it again.
That's
Because-
exactly what I was
Fair
trying to do, and he didn't take the bait. He was a very patient fish.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting to see how quickly Blaze here had to reveal like 5 of his Pokemon just to kind of pivot around like properly. And then Effie's kind of had this luxury of like he chose when to reveal Standler. Like now he's using it to make progress that he realizes like, okay, there's really nothing dangerous sitting in the last spot maybe.
And
like I don't know,
there
because I
was
feel like if you could have disrupted the 3-mon core in a more efficient way, you probably would have gone for it.
Yeah, now return's going to be 2-shot in the Octillery. Kind of scary.
Well, we see that it's a curse Stantler too, and this isn't super common. Like the most common set right now, I think, is Restock Return EQ.
Oh my god. That does
And, like-
47% to Wheezing?
Yeah, it's
Forces
insane.
that on the boom.
Forces the boom, which
That's
is
enough.
crazy. Yeah, Ninetales probably no good here with Octillery and Flareon, so a good choice to let that take whatever the attack is. In this case, boom, which is nice. And I don't know if that Graveler doesn't stick or like Graveler's toxic and low, isn't it?
No, 88%.
Oh, 88, okay. So like we've got to sit for a few turns, but this Stantler will eventually win.
I was about to say, yeah, now the Stantler just leftovers out of range.
Yeah, like
Real
because boosting your
FE.
defense lets you beat standard Stantler,
Oh,
boosting your attack and defense alongside
There
Wiggly, but
goes
being faster than it.
Step's normal resist.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of have to go for it, but like,
Yeah.
there's no way FE's letting you boom on the Stantler.
Right.
Like, you've revealed your whole team. Like, the plan is clear from here.
I don't know GSC that well, but I don't feel like Wigglytuff has the power to take on Stantler hand to
I think as
hand.
long as you don't
Absolutely
get Parrot
not.
on that turn, you're fine. I don't know. In these situations, I generally just like to be the faster Pokemon because you're getting odds to like crit faster, things of that
Maybe
nature.
again, he switches out the Stantler. It's Curse Rhyhorn.
Well, yeah, and the standard Rhyhorn set is Curse and Roar, so I'm pretty sure he's going to force the Wigglytuff out here too. Like Rhyhorn's a weird Pokemon in the way it plays.
It's fun me
Okay.
not knowing a single thing, asking questions, and then you can inform all our viewers about the great game of GSCNU.
I'm just saying things that I've read in Mr. Soup posts. I'm not going to lie to you, dude. Like from what I understand, he more or less invented Rhyhorn. But the idea is that it's another consistent way to answer normal types that doesn't rely on you like being Screech with Pupitar.
Probably has better stats than Graveler, right?
not sure, actually. I don't know off the top of my head. I imagine it's close.
Yeah, this is a crazy sequence. I feel like plznostep's entire team is just going to go down to this Scaraboo.
Yeah, especially if he gets unlucky with some sleep talk rolls here because he was forced to rest, and somehow the Stantler is at +2 and not asleep. Like this is not the spot you want to find yourself in.
Yeah, not the sequence.
No yellow.
Needs to find rest here. Or I guess Para might have done it, but yeah, it doesn't get either. And now you're staring down a Stantler that nothing on your team can kill.
Mm-hmm. Those are the breaks. It's fun to get to see the artillery move first, but yeah, it's just it's over. Unless we get extremely unlucky, but I don't know. You have to get very, very unlucky with Flareon paralyzed.
Oh yeah. Fire Blast crit.
Like I'm not sure what the Stantler's at, but surely Stantler's a better try there to crit.
This is okay. Yeah, I was about to say this is scary now. Are we out of Fire Blasts, or just don't want to miss a Fire Blast? That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. They still had to go for it, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, like surely the only play is crit Fire Blast to win.
Oh,
there's the miss.
It's not looking good, lads.
It is not. I
think this is kind of a fun game to watch too, because it's kind of like the outward impression that I feel like the greater NU community has of GSC. Like for some reason, I think that people feel like it's the normals tier, when like it doesn't have to be, and oftentimes it's not.
Yeah,
but
it was still it was a pretty entertaining watch.
Normal game.
Yeah, that was a good game. I'm glad we picked that one. It was a good one.
It's unfortunate that my fellow Flamigo lost, but I think he gave it a solid effort.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like, all you can ask for is a good game.
Mm-hmm. He delivered.
For certain. Here we go. Jumping over to Gen 4. I feel like we've watched every vivalospride replay on this channel, but
man's a walking highlight reel.
He's
what are you meant to do?
That is very accurate on both ends. But here we go. Vivalospride versus HSOWA. It's Gen 4 NU. And that's a jump bluff. I don't think I've ever seen that Pokemon in this tier. Like, ever. And it misses Sleep Powder. Okay.
Wow.
Goodbye.
That's what jump bluff does, dude.
Yeah.
Yep.
Unfortunate.
Might actually be better. You get one more turn of sun this way.
Yeah, I mean, Victory Bell obviously looking incredibly awesome now.
This is a cool looking sprite too.
Yeah. The Gen 4 sprites were pretty good, I gotta say.
Man, these DPP players bringing weather, they're a different breed, dude. Like I can't imagine trying to play the correct turns, like the Solar Beam versus Regirock versus whether you Weather Ball there. Like without all the Pokemon revealed at Team Preview. Ooh, it's got to feel so bad when you Weather Ball into a Regirock trying to be a big man,
Yeah. That's one of the things I like the most about this tier is the no preview.
Wait, guys, what's the hidden power on Drifblim?
Was it super effective? No, it wasn't.
It's hidden power neutral on Victory Bell.
Huh.
Ground? Oh, it's ground. Duh.
Ground, yeah.
Sorry, I'm caught up. I'm used to them all having HP fighting for some reason.
Is it not?
I think most of the pastes I have are outdated, and that's.
Does Drifblim not run Shadow Ball?
Crumbles, dude.
Or what's the deal?
That one might not.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, I believe this is a Scarf Tauros, right?
Yeah, I would think so. Just like because EQ's doing a little plus, like I don't know, he respected it, so it's Scarf until proven otherwise.
He keeps throwing it in against the Typhlosion, and assuming the Typhlosion is Scarf, then yeah,
it's either Scarf Tauros or the greatest bluff of all time.
Exactly.
All right, Bob Plume's gonna kill the Regirock, but then the Typhlosion probably comes in and just obliterates it. And you can't really swap Tauros in, so.
Yeah, like you're still in a position where I was gonna say you're still in a position to click Eruption if you want.
Stone Edge.
Does not kill. Oh, but the Fire Blast
Ooh.
whiffs.
Okay, not Scarf Tauros.
It is not scarfed.
I think it wins the 1v1 versus Shiftry
Also
too.
not Scarf Type. So is that Specs then?
Yeah, it was
Must
Specs.
be.
It was Specs Type.
Chopo Berry living on 5%. Crazy.
Ooh.
Yeah, what a turn. Like Focus Blast hits. It chews the berry. You're just like, no.
Yeah, no, it had to be. I think it had to be Specs Type because it wasn't in Blaze range, and it one shot a Vileplume. Like Vileplume has like a lot of bulk. I feel like, and you invest in Spadef in this tier.
Okay, so I'm not going to waste everyone's time right now, but run this calc after. What? Vileplume versus Typhlosion?
I don't think you die to
That's
just
the calc
base.
we're talking about?
I don't think you die to just base Fire Blast. I'm pretty sure.
Look, dude, you're on something right now. There's
All
no
right,
way.
all right, all right.
All
All right, welcome. Hold on. I'm turning off the game capture. Give me 1 sec. All right, I gotta prove myself.
Bro, that
here.
might kill 3 Vileplumes.
Nah. DPP, Vileplume, defensive. No, we're not doing the 252.
Look at that base 50 spit. Oh, that's a 90 Spadef stat? Okay,
yeah.
I'm taking it back. I'm taking it back.
It's a decently.
Well, why are you
defensive-
making this a nice and favorable calc with all this max Spadef stuff, dude? You're going to make me walk this statement back.
Hold on. Fire Blast, 83 to 98.3%.
Holy, what?
Told you.
Well, you got armor fossil on there. That's clearly affecting the calc in some way.
Well,
dude.
yeah. That's what I was saying. Without specs on, if it was like Scarf or whatever, then like.
I don't. What?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, if it was like Scarf or whatever, then Vileplume choose.
No, you've rigged this calc somehow. You've made Typhlosion a water type. I can see it now.
I didn't. I mean,
No, it says
I'll
right
do it.
there,
I'll do it.
water.
I'll do it for you right now.
Oh,
There you
dude,
go.
that's just insane. I don't know if I have misplaced faith in type, or Plume is just more broken than even I could have imagined.
I mean, that's if it is max Spadef, but I mean, let's say it's not even good nature.
That's not uncommon in DPP though, is it?
It's
I don't
not.
I don't
It's
think
not.
so.
It's relatively common. Like
Yeah.
if you put the correct or like a sassy or whatever nature, then it's like 76 to 89.
It's eating it up. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Okay.
Vileplume's actually a tanky Pokemon. Like it chews.
I'll eat my chew.
Yeah. All right. We're back with the games. I had to take a moment.
Yeah. Just
Quick
a moment.
detour there to give me some learning, dude.
Well, we are on to Gen
Wasn't gonna
6.
let me blaspheme him in front of like.
Yeah. In front of the nut. Absolutely not. This already looks like it's going to be an amazing game here in Gen 6 with Oathkeeper and Watashi. First of all, both good players. But second of all, I see an Articuno. I see a Scyther. I don't know Gen 6 NU well enough to know if those are real Pokemon in this tier. But like, I like those Pokemon, so.
Ready to almost seen exclusively on stall, but yeah, they're both they're real Pokemon.
Cool. All right, we ready to hop in?
Yeah, let's see it.
Let's get it, gamers. And somebody already said game of the week in chat. This is the battle for the 3 Oathkeeper, right?
Correct.
All right, let's get it. I need him to get
first
it.
thing to notice, Stone Edge Steelix is odd.
Yes.
Like generally the last move is usually Toxic or Roar. Like to see Stone Edge, like I'm wondering if it's not EQ, not Heavy Slam, one of those moves. Or if maybe it's Curse. But like that would mean the rocks would be on Auroras, and I doubt that. So maybe it's just a weird choice.
Yeah, an interesting coverage move.
Because like I guess you hit Xatu a little bit harder and you don't take helmet damage, but you also then have to hit it.
Hey, Scyther, there's a familiar face.
Oh yeah, all these SV pilled people understand Scyther's
We get it. Yeah.
Scyther's menacing nature now, dude. this Scyther doesn't have all the tools they're used to. No heavy duty boots, no dual wing beat. We had to deal with aerial ace back in the day still.
Oh.
So great play by Oath there to just take the chip with the Lantern and get the Volt switch off. Because this slow Volt's really important for keeping sticky damage on the Articuno, which is often the most difficult part of beating stall, is removing the Articuno. Because once that's down, it's like not impossible to force a situation where they can get greedy and you can get Stealth Rock up. For example, right there, this weird toxic turn where Watashi predicts Oath to get aggressive and maybe try to go to Auroras on Xatu instead of clicking Stone Edge a bunch, which he probably should have done, to be honest. It was the turn to do it. But like there are situations where the stall player can try to get aggressive like this and fumble the bag a little bit. Like Articuno going down here isn't the end of the world, but it's definitely not ideal.
Yeah, for sure. And like sometimes stall kind of requires that you play a little bit actively. You can't like react the entire game, or you'll eventually, end up in a hole. So, but
Yeah.
if you mistime those plays, then like losing a core part of your core can really do you in.
Yeah, and there's definitely something to be said about just like feeling when the time is right. And you like, I think he's gonna go for it here, so I'm gonna, make this probably suboptimal play in most lines, but like I'm making a read,
Right.
And there's a lot of cool turns in like or as stall specifically where this kind of comes up because you're dealing with like Xatu shenanigans. You're dealing with what move is the Oddno going to click? Are they going to try to get a cheeky extra wish in here? This is a weird one because it's not a mega Oddno. It's a leftovers Oddno. So it's a little more face up what it's trying to do. But it's still not easy. Eventually, we should be trying to get this Auroras in more aggressively, especially with Kuno down. Like, the only solid resist is Oddno.
Mm-hmm.
So if there's a way that Oath can get rocks up first, like, all the better. But I think Fooley's definitely going to be trying to deny heavily now because, he's in a bad spot.
Yeah. Xatu looking kind of spooky right now.
Xatu looking very spooky. Luckily on stall, it tends to run full defensive instead of like it can run like 152 EVs and timid to outspeed Jolly Chan, which it does a lot on balance just because this situation arises where they come in and try to revenge you with Ice Punch or in this case Stone Edge. And then this sequence is going really, really great for Oath up until the last turn. He like what did he do? He stayed in with Chan to Drain Punch on a Protect after being toxic, and he really should have switched on like turn 35, I think it was.
Oh, okay.
It's not clear what he should have switched to, but he's supposed to like keep the HP on Hitmonchan there, I think.
Yeah.
Because like you can reasonably go Tauros and just start trading its HP to EQ and kill the Reggie that way. But like this Chan being dead here is not great.
Ooh, Stone Edge crit. Xatu goes down.
Yeah, and this is kind of a weird turn because it kind of brings Oath back into this game where he was maybe going to lose to that Xatu otherwise. And now he's in this cool spot where Stone Edge on both Steelix and Hitmonchan ends up being like really useful.
Yep. The Saladino is like the main thing standing in Oath's way right now, for sure. Because Auroras is definitely smashing the last two mods that Watashi has.
Yeah, yeah. And the thing is, the Oddno can definitely PP stall the Auroras with how much damage like Hyper Voice is doing to it right now. But at the same time, the only move Oddno really has to damage it back is Toxic, because if it knocks you off, then you lose all those odds where you're PP stalling it. So you basically need to postpone the knockoff until you can stall it regardless. Like you've already got it Toxic. But I don't know. It's not so easy.
Like what can Oath
like
do
even right now,
here?
you're burning a bunch of your recovery moves.
Yeah.
Like if you miss that Toxic, like you burn a ton more recovery just to get in a better position. Like I've been on the other side of this, like with Oddno before, and just missed a Toxic and hated life for the next 6 turns.
Oh. See, rock climb is not fun either.
Like it's a little surprising to me too that we're seeing the Oddno specifically stay in. Like I guess I understand the motivation because like even if you do switch to Quag or something, all you're really doing is letting Auroras come in and pick.
Right.
Which is honestly not so bad because you could like sack the plume like you're going to here, and then just go to Audino afterwards.
I'm definitely
Yeah,
unaware
Oathkeeper
on the
clearly
core.
needs more attack. He should be swords dancing here to beat the Quagsire. I don't. This is just a bad line. He's only doing 22. He should be SDing.
Well, no, it's probably unaware.
Guys, no, he needs more attack.
He needs more attack,
to
Gold
move.
Mason.
Hmm.
Gold Mason just
No,
doesn't
that
know
was
mons.
always
Holy!
my meme on ladder in Gen 6 is these guys would SD against Quagsire with their Scythers, and I go, I think you need more attack,
Yeah.
dude.
This is
Like, come on,
this is
pump it up.
Vexaurus, right?
Yeah, it's X. And there are like variants of this team with
Please,
physical
82.
Auroruses. But yeah, this is the other thing. All you need is one good crit, and then you're like in the driver's seat again. So I don't know. The Audino is still like eating it up, so to speak. So like as long as Toxic hits, like the game should be over.
There's only 4 hyper voices left.
Right,
Is there a
that's the other
reason he
thing,
is
the
not
hyper voices are so limited that like Oath is probably just going to lose on that regard
Is there a reason he hasn't mega evolved yet?
because it's leftovers.
Oh, because I'm stupid. Gotcha.
Yeah. No, you're
Wait.
right. Though. You're right to expect Mega Audino. Like it usually is.
Okay.
Wait,
Like you're
did
seeing
neither-
like the one reason why it's actually better to use lefties sometimes.
Did-
Because
Yeah.
I was mad at Oath here. You're not supposed to forfeit. Like you saved the Scyther for a reason. Sack
Yeah.
it. Go back into your Aurorus and try to at least freeze dry it and freeze it.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
freeze dry is
unlikely,
not
but
that much
there's still an
weaker than
out,
Hyper
and
Voice
if
either.
you have an out, you should go for it. Yeah.
did-
probably-
Like it's not
see it
even
this
just
time.
the freeze odds either. Like I was talking about, he can miss Toxic. Like you're still in the position where like I don't know if he misses a Toxic and you've been freeze drying it. Like I think there's a situation there where you come out on top if they miss. I could be misreading the situation entirely, but
did
I'm
neither
playing for those chances.
did neither player bring a mega?
There's only one Mega in Oraz NU, and it is Audino.
Ah, okay.
So no player brought a Mega.
It's not till Gen 7 that we see a Mega Glalie popping off.
Got
Yeah,
it.
you get Mega Glalie, Mega Snow. There's one more, right?
Mega Obamana.
All right,
There's a couple, I'm sure.
we're back in Shenjinier realm.
Hell yeah.
Gen 9 Esteban versus Eduardo Carapinga.
And yes, we will continue to call him Esteban despite his protests.
Do not
I
call
did-
him Esteban. That's Esteban for life.
I did not realize there were protests, but Eternal Ocean rebranding to Esteban was maybe not quite as bad as like Sensei Axu turning into Finnick O'Dare, but it's close.
Who?
It's a Gen 5 player who rebranded from Sensei Axu, which is a badass name.
I've heard of Sensei Axu. You know that's sick. But then the new name is just who?
Finnick O'Dare.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Yeah,
That guy's in Hunger Games, isn't he?
Probably.
maybe. I'm not sure. But here we go. Let's hop into this game. It's Kenix versus Esteban. We got the Tauros Paldea.
Great lead for Esteban. Loving that lead matchup.
I'm liking Esteban's team here. It seems like something I would bring.
Just a
I've been
bunch of
cooking a lot
pivots and some strong attackers.
Yep, I've been cooking with Pert and Tauros and Altaria a lot lately. Very early Terra coming out, expecting an ice move perhaps, but just being able to kill this Minshao early.
Very nice.
kind of a broken mon. It's nice to just get rid of it. So,
Which, by the way, the balls on this man, like that's the U-turn bot if I've ever seen it. Like, I don't know, that's very aggressive to Terra on turn 4 like that.
Incredibly so. But it seems to be paying off.
We're going to see the repercussions of it too. Like when we were kind of dissecting earlier, we saw this, but like look at your team, then look at Flygon, and then look back at your team. It's like you just lost your flying type, man. Like this is going to be tough.
yeah. Ground resist who? All right, at least
Luckily,
Altaria
we
gets a
find
chance
way in
to
against the lefty
heal up
to
here.
heal.
Yeah.
Psych.
Okay.
Oh, and there we get the heal. Love it. Love to see it.
Yep. And thanks to Natural Cure, it's like nothing ever happened.
Indeed.
I love Rest Natural Cure Altaria. That's so cool.
I love doing that with like Spec Shaman, just throwing rest in the last slot. Resting and switching out. Haven't gotten to do that much in SV. Shaman is not very good. There was a time.
Yeah. I mean, Shaman wasn't even good. Very good in Gen 4. I like it a lot, but it's not...
Really strong.
It's been fun
Yeah.
sometimes throughout history. Like Gen 5 UU, I think it was kind of fun to use then, right?
We were saying look at Esteban's team and then look at Flygon, but look at Eduardo's team and then look at Chandelure. There's really not much stopping it.
It's really just offensive pressure.
Yeah.
Because like Klefki, Amoonguss, Avalug, all three drop one of the stabs.
Yeah, and the
Swampert,
Burt is it's a fire resist, but hello Energy Ball actually just got Shadow Balled down. And here, Flygon gets burnt.
Ball, but like if you have it, like obviously dead Swampert.
Now the burnt Flygon, like it's not going to do anything. Eduardo says, "Yeah, fuck this, I'm out." Can't blame him.
Yeah, I mean Chandelier sweep incoming.
Exactly.
You got
very well played by Esteban for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
I appreciate this. I appreciate a nice turn 22 forfeit when you see the writing on the wall. Like, don't waste anybody's time, man.
Yeah, people say Terra early is generally a bit suspicious, but if it kills a Mian Shao, then it's probably worth.
Almost certainly.
You say dubious opening, I say brilliancy, dude.
True. Yeah, look, I said usually, not always.
That's true. That's true.
All right, let's go back to Gen 5 here.
Gen 5 here, last game. And it's Cal versus Baddy Games. Clefairy and Haunter on the field. And Pillis. Oh my gosh. Like, there's only 2 fully evolved Pokemon on Cal's team.
Right, and if he's a team, dude.
Yeah.
And then for the record, like, Altaria is not necessarily, like, held in the highest regard in Black-White these days.
I don't think I've ever seen it in this tier, so yeah. All right.
Like I recall being memed on for using it when Black-White was current gen, and I was just trying to make specs work. So I'm interested to see what Cow cooked up with this. I haven't actually watched this game.
What does it even do? We're about to find out.
Yeah, and Baddy Games team looks more traditional Black-White NU. I mean, it's got the 2 setters and the broken refrigerator and
yeah. Broken Snake too, dude.
Broken Snake, yeah. My guy, Ball of Fur.
Ball of Pure Rage.
Ball of Pure Rage. The angry emote on Smogon. All right, let's hop into this.
The Thunder in Gen 2, dude.
Man. Thunder Cross Chop is such a funny set.
Beautiful golden shiny Altaria. And beautiful Blizzard Whiff.
Not
choice. Love it.
Yeah, not choiced.
So probably Scarf Primate then, if I had to guess. Maybe Scarf Garb.
Might be both, honestly. Scarf Garb has been like coming up in usage a lot.
Yeah, it's definitely like it's always sort of been around in tiers where Garbodor exists, where people are just like, all I do is click spikes with this anytime. So like sometimes I'd like to have the speed for Gunk Shot.
Yep. Ooh. It's just I've been kind of doing the same thing with Overquill a bit in SV. It's like you just click in spikes most of the time, and then sometimes you need to be fast Gunk Shot for like Shao or Kilowattrel. So I'm sure it's a similar vibe.
I might give that a shot, dude. Sounds cool.
Yeah, Seismitoad is not winning this 1v1. Even if you get the burn, you just die faster.
40 before, yeah, exactly. You're dead on the next one.
Yep. In Generation 5, they added the Eviolite, and thus Girder found its strength in Black and White NU.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we're going to see rocks finally. Yeah, there they are.
Nice. Hazards are up.
Yeah, I see rocks and a spike versus a Zweilous.
And unfortunately for Cow, Altaria's Defog does not clear hazards this generation, so those are here to stay.
They are, in fact.
Does, however, lower the opponent's evasiveness, so it does have that going for it.
True.
Oh.
That is certainly an HP Ice.
Yeah, I think
you kind of have to there. You're really under pressure if you let Clef take a hit. Like, I don't know. I understand it.
Yeah, no, I get it too. Like, you know that you live at Dragon Pulse, so getting some damage on Superior is really nice. You don't really expect Hidden Power Ice because it usually carries Ground for Garbodor or what is the other type?
Rock for a bit.
Yeah, Rock. Rock is the other one for Mandibuzz and Charizard. Yeah.
Mandibuzz and one, exactly.
Yeah. So ice is unusual. Poor Altaria didn't get to do anything.
Say goodbye, pilot's line. Oh,
Yeah.
maybe next turn.
No, it'll go down to the burn. There it is. This Clefairy is looking pretty threatening. But again, there is a Zweilous, and the Zweilous is going to start clicking Sleep Talk Dragon Tail or Sleep Talk Roar. That works too. Yeah. Zweilous is also maybe going to Sleep Talk Crunch? No?
No, rolling detail. I can't.
Oh, is it? Did it already? Oh, it did reveal detail. Okay.
It's the ultimate shuffler. Might try some of that.
Yeah, really needed to.
With Rory and detail, and yet managed to do neither in last turn.
I guess the spikes are
You'd be
purely
surprised how
for.
often that happens with Wireless.
The spike is purely for Girder and for Gardevoir now, so you don't really need to get the extra spike.
He does not roll the dice with Sleep Talk. He just goes out to Garb.
Yeah, I'd take the Aftermath with the hazards up.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I like
And
this in this
Broken
position.
Snake is now in to do some damage.
I probably would have mocked, not gonna lie. It's a nice disciplined play by Cow, just getting Clef in. Have we seen, like, what's this Clef's moveset? Is it just seismic tossing to get rid of substitutes, or is it revealed like T-Wave?
It's
Okay,
usually
that's
a
cool.
T-Wave, yeah. T-Wave, Seismic Toss, soft-boiled. Oh, yeah,
I guess
Girder
it was
is
probably
dead
how
now.
the Garbodor got paralyzed. I quickly haven't been paying attention.
As soon as he wakes up, he says, "Back to sleep."
Oh.
Killing
Ooh.
Wish.
And
And the
as
Girder's
well.
back after we've sacked the Garb. This is looking lovely. A nice principled play to Mock Punch there ahead of the phase. Love to see it.
Mm-hmm. That was really smart. Now Gardevoir is going to get Signal Beam off. Probably gets roared
Only
out.
30. That's... Yeah.
The Mock Punch probably
Probably
kills now.
good to get phased there. Like,
Goes down to the Mont.
like, only Girder there wins, right? Like, Haunter did 28.
Yeah, and
So you kind of have to get Girder there.
letting Zweilous go is like game losing, because now you lose to Haunter.
Yeah.
I think it's Scarf Haunter. You needed more chip. You needed more chip on the
Scarf Haunter.
Yeah, because the whole team is like incredibly slow otherwise. But you needed more chip on the Haunter from the Roars and Dragon Tails, I think.
Mm-hmm. UG comes out from Baddy, and Scarf Hunter cleans it up.
Yeah.
Well played by both. I really like that Zweilous set. I didn't know that was a thing. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's really an awesome set. I watched LPZ build with it a lot in BWPL. It was pretty fun. But welcome to the bonus game. It's time to nut. We got Gen 7, T. Nunez versus Eternally. Titans of the NU community playing Gen 7. I don't see a Glalie though. So no mega. No mega. Very sad. But here we go. You guys ready?
So ready.
Here we go.
Ready as I'll ever be.
Okay, I said I was ready. I'm not. You see that Pokemon over there in the black and red? That bitch is my nemesis. I tried to ban this thing 3 times during Sun and Moon.
This guy?
It still persists. And now you're gonna get to see why I wanted it banned.
This guy?
Go ahead and hit that play button.
This guy?
Yeah, that guy.
Little Sneasel. He's just a little guy.
He's just a chill guy.
I've heard it before.
He's just a chill guy. He likes Fortnite, man.
Oh, Garbodor gets honk shoot.
Honk shoe me. Oh, here's the Decidueye guy. Oh.
Never-ending Nightmare.
Oh, crit.
Crits.
Goodbye.
Victreebel.
I don't know if that even mattered.
What does the death of Victreebel mean for the rest of this game?
Nothing now that Decidueye is
dead.
I shouldn't say nothing. I mean, it's still a fighting resist, but you've got Clef and all. You're fine.
A very principled Stealth Rock. And now there's a lot of rocks on the field.
There are.
Garb is Shuckaberry. Interesting.
Okay. Non-choice pass. That's kind of cool.
Yep. Oh,
Do we have other Z move candidates on Etern's team, or are we thinking Passimian maybe?
I'm
I
kind
guess
of.
Victory Bell was a Z move candidate, but it's dead.
I was.
Simeon is unfortunately blind. He'll get another chance later in the game.
I would think it might be what's it called? Acid Downpour? Yeah, Acid Downpour Passimian, maybe? I could see that, like Z Poison.
Yeah.
Entirely possible.
It's still like I'm
Flash
probably
Cannon.
leaning towards Z Victory Bell, like that tends to be what it is.
Is special move Steelix relatively common?
Yes.
I would say it's not uncommon, but it's definitely not like used all the time.
So the
Gotcha.
flash cannon is a little weird, at least in my experience with the tier. You almost always carry like earth power to hit opposing Steelix harder than earthquake.
I see.
But I mean, a natural extension from that probably is just flash cannoning, going full special. That way you don't have to
Full
split
special
your.
definitely more common in Auras than in SM.
Yeah. Very weird evolution of this Pokemon. Altaria is back in.
Yeah, the set variety in SM is so wild too because like rest talk sets are a lot more viable. Curse in general is better. Like Roar sees a lot more play. I don't know if we're just stuck in our ways in Auras or if like 2 attacks toxic is just really the best in that tier, and that's why I don't see anything else really.
This looks
Tough to say.
This looks to be a long game. Slow King
On
versus
another note,
Clefairy.
I always find it interesting when like new tech is developed, like new strategies in like a more recent gen, and then it's retroactively like people go back and use it in old gens. I think that's really cool.
Big time.
Absolutely.
Like Black White, I think knockoff was not very commonly used at all because it's 20 base power that gen, right? But
Right.
there's kind of been like a resurgence these last few seasons of people like really trying out knockoff Clef and knockoff Girder and things of that
Realizing
nature.
that removing items is actually very powerful, even if it
Kind of
doesn't do
broken, yeah. Even if it
upfront
doesn't
damage.
like do a bunch of damage, yeah.
I think that was a misplay.
Magic Guard avoiding the aftermath there. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
What didn't you like there, bud?
The Slow King's at 13% or whatever, and you're at 54. You need the Clefairy to stay safe against the Aerodactyl and the Passimian. So I feel like you just go the soft, let them switch. You have a lot of sacks still, so you're fine if the Slow King heals up or does whatever. You've guaranteed like the victory over Slow King by toxing in it in the first place. Just a small error, but like yeah, now Aerodactyl is gonna get value probably. Like a full health Clefairy eats there. Or you're more willing to risk your Steelix because you know Clefairy can come in afterwards.
Yeah, that's true.
Just adds a lot more nuance in the end game. The Steelix is not going to kill. Yeah.
Wow, that's surprising to me.
Pass is insanely physically bulky, dude.
Yeah.
I guess I never realized that. In comes
You're having your Typhlosion Vileplume moment right now, man.
Yeah,
It's okay.
Yeah.
This is a tough turn. Yeah, he's
I guess that means it's probably a banded Sneasel then.
Oh.
Shuffled back into Sneasel. Kind of nice.
Oh, it's Colberberry.
Ooh. Oh,
no burn. No burn. But I mean,
Aerodactyl. One
but
health in
rocks
the
are up.
dream.
You can't switch to Ice Shard. It's over.
Yeah.
Hold up.
It takes it. It's just done.
It's gonna go down.
Altaria, 7% Aerial Ace. Not even gonna give it a chance. No shot.
Before it even happens.
Wow. I definitely thought
that was a ride.
I definitely thought Etern was gonna win. And that Colberberry Slow King coming in clutch to save the day.
That's when I might get my Game of the Week approval.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
That was awesome. That was a good bonus game. All right. I know Shen has to leave soon, so we're gonna hop quickly.
We're gonna
All
speed
right.
run the
I
predict.
suppose I can stick around if we blaze through it here.
All right, let's go. We're gonna do some predictions. Here we go, baby. Let me turn on.
Well, one game has already been played, but we don't have to talk about that.
we don't have to talk about that one.
Sure we do, dude.
No.
Esteban wrecked this noob by the name of Shengineer.
This rando.
Whoa,
This
whoa,
nobody.
This
All right.
up and coming rising NU star, or I don't even know if you're nominated for that category. But
I might be. I might not be. I don't know.
no, I think you're for rookie of the year though. I think you're my number one for that.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, go vote for the NU awards. Yeah.
Yes, go vote for the NU awards. Yes, very good.
Mason, you have the privilege of getting to pick every single Flamigo Garydos game. We're biased.
I know you're
Yep.
both biased. It's crazy. All right. Here we go. We got the Starabias versus the Limberdodo lovers. First things first, though. Oh man, I fucked up. All right, hold on. We're jumping back. Really quick. We just got to talk about the standings from last week.
Cut the tape.
Standings from last week. All right. We predicted, I think, the Starabias to beat the Hunkidori Munkidoris, and they did. No, maybe we didn't. Oh my god. I think we might be screwed on the prediction.
Revisionist history.
Yeah.
Dude.
6-4, Starabias beat the Hunkidori Munkidoris. Wising Tide 7-3, the Flamigos. Hey, you want to talk about that, Engineer?
Yeah. A little bit of an upset if you go by our previous predictions, and by ours I mean Gold Masons because we weren't allowed. But it's not like we were gonna bet against ourselves anyway. So, yeah, it was first week we've lost. It was kind of a bummer, but bummer. But we're ready to bounce back this week. I say it's already not a perfect start. My team's got it in the bag though, bro. We got it.
All right. Well, we wish you luck.
Thank you.
Kiyo, congratulations. Lagoon Garydos beating the Let Flygons Be Flygons 6-4. I know you guys needed that win.
We had it in us.
Didn't you sub in over Kushalos and win?
Yeah, dude. He I don't even remember if he fell asleep or what happened, but yeah, I made the last minute sub over Kush
and won. So you know,
congrats.
Yeah, dude. I made a bit of a blunder. There was a turn where sun was up. My Blossom was faster than a Pidgeot that was already snoozing, and I said, "Have some more sleep powder, dude. You don't have enough." But no harm, no foul. He switched. Didn't matter.
All right. Well, congratulations on the win. I know you guys need that. Get back in there. So yeah.
Yeah, we made this tournament more interesting, dude.
Yeah, exactly. And then, as we predicted, Melodics tied with the Limberdiddle lovers. That one is a pretty interesting one, but I feel like the Melodics their lineup is like sleeper. I think we didn't rate that one high enough. So I'm excited to see
some good players.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, their SV core has been popping off, I think. Toother and Elias. So, all right, cool.
French power.
Yes, the French furry as well.
The French furries. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
You're right.
Remember to vote Toother for most likely to be a closeted furry.
Yeah. NU awards, do them now. All right. We're jumping back into our predictions for week 4. We got the Starabias versus the Limberdiddle lovers, DugZa versus Oranberry Blissey. I know that the inclination is to vote Oranberry Blissey, but DugZa has kind of been on a roll, I have to say.
So. I also vote DugZa.
Well, it's done.
Damn. All right, we're voting against OBB. That's kind of a crazy one to lead off this week's predictions. Yeah. All right, Ampha versus Devin.
Devin.
Shen, you got an
Devin
opinion?
Believer. Yeah.
Yeah, you said that last week. Devin. All right. Watashi versus Ifo.
Ooh, Ifo playing SM.
Kind of a hype matchup, honestly.
Yeah.
Watashi, and I bet Ifo brings a freaking goal bat, dude.
Okay.
I can feel it in my bones. He's gonna do it to us.
I guess I'll go with Watashi as well, probably.
All right, here we go. Qziel versus Renchon and Oros.
I gotta go Qs.
It's gonna be a good game.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
I think we highlight this one for sure.
How about Qziel and Renchon brings a Barbarical?
You're gonna influence the games just by saying this. This is gonna go out on like Thursday.
No, dude. These are just facts. These are predetermined.
Etern versus Phoenix in black and white. I did not expect to see
Ooh.
Etern in black and white. Bro took flex slot a little too literally.
Going with Phoenix, Turn's gonna get roasted by a Spexard.
He said it with such conviction. I have to believe it.
Yeah, that was I was believing it too. Viv versus Beats Black. I think we're gonna go Viv.
Yeah.
I don't even think I need to wait for the.
I gotta vote for the boy.
Yeah. I think that'll be a pretty hype matchup, but
Yeah.
I think we got to go for the boy. Oh my god, Neomon versus Pokeslice in DPP. What is this guy doing in DPP? Another captain
fun.
taking flex slot way too seriously.
It's so fun, dude. Best part of this tour. I'm taking Slice.
Maybe that's what I should do. Is I should go to another slot.
I mean,
play
you
some
keep
ADV.
talking about it, and you keep not doing it,
Right,
and then you keep
Slice,
losing in
Slice.
SV.
What slice?
Just go.
You keep
Just go.
Just
a little too late this week, dude. Maybe week 5, okay?
Yeah, week 5. Just go to
Maybe
ADV.
next year.
Just go to ADV. Get in a call with some good ADVers, and just go. All right, Chungler versus Haysup. I don't even need to. I mean, I know what we're voting. We're voting Haysup. Like,
Yeah, the Chungler,
guy-
obviously.
this guy will never lose.
Oh my goodness, you guys are going with Haysup, the old man? Okay, good luck, guys.
Yeah, this guy will never lose. I'm sorry. He's XOing this tour.
All right, here. I'll give you Haysup gets the dub, but it's via activity.
Yeah.
I have not known the Chungler to not show up to his games, but maybe. All
No,
right.
you've never scheduled with Haysup, dude. He'll make it happen.
I have scheduled with Haysup a lot, and every single time he's like, "Hey, I want to play in the middle of the day, like the working day for Americans." And every time I'm like, "All right, I'm ready for the double sub," and he somehow manages to find a time. It's crazy. J King
Always playing in the bathroom stall. He is somehow. I don't know.
No, I don't do that shit. I just say, "All right, time to double sub." Bro finds the time. J King 55 versus Esterosa and GSC.
Esta, I was a big fan of his team last week. I thought it was very cohesive. I liked the way that the spikeless Thief Zatu offense functioned. It was very cool.
You feeling Esterosa?
I'm gonna say J King. I'm gonna toss a bone to him. Let you be the decider here.
Tiebreaker, you got.
I like Esterosa.
Fair enough.
The team
He
that
just
Kiyo was
doesn't want
talking
to predict
about.
a blowout for the Starabias. It's fine. I'll say it if you won't.
Well, speaking of that, Maris Bonneville versus Toxin Boost. I feel like this is a
heat.
super highlight.
Yep.
It would be a tragedy to predict against Maris Bonneville. So
It is tough. Maris has been on a nice streak. So is Toxin, honestly.
This is gonna be a big game. I want to see it.
All right. What are we feeling? And this is like the hardest one to.
I'll vote last on this one.
All right. I'm voting Maris.
well, Shen doesn't get to vote then. Bop boop beep, there it is.
All right, Maris it is.
All right. But that one's going to be close. That's definitely a highlight. Yeah. And you know what? I'm going to highlight DugZa versus Oranberry Blissey because we voted against OPB. I never thought that would happen this tour. All right. We're moving on. It's 5-5, by the way, for the Starabias versus the Limberditto lovers. So you're right. We predicted exactly 5-5. Pretty cool. Hunkidori Munkidoris versus the Wising Tides. We got less than 3-man versus Lax and SV. What are we thinking? I know someone in this call just lost a Lax and SV, so maybe he...
maybe I have some recency.
Yeah.
I think 3-man's going to win on prep.
Telling you, man, you got to just switch to ADV. It's the best.
He's going to win on prep, and I want to help him do it. I want him to beat Lax. Get vengeance.
All right. Less than 3-man it is. Acid 13 versus Wadley.
Ooh.
played half the game last week, so it's tough to say. But
I gotta
I don't
vote
know. I
Wadley.
always go and predict against Wadley, and he just surprises me. Like shows up, plays a solid game, and just I don't know, wins.
All right, Wadley it is. Are you feeling it?
Yep, I'm feeling it.
All right, we're feeling
Lock it in.
it. Damien the Genius versus Stariel in SS.
Sorry, don't know you. I mean, Damien. I go with Damien.
I think that's a highlight. I like both of these players.
I'll go Stariel.
Oh, dude.
I am gonna
Imagine watching an SS game. Let's be real.
I'm gonna go with Damien, but I think it's very close and could go either way.
Ain't nobody got time to watch SS games.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fellyburn versus Ishtar and SM.
That's a good one. Excited for this. Ishtar, I think. Been impressed.
Shen, what you got?
I'll go with Ishtar as well.
All right. I don't know how we've had 3 highlights in a row, but I think Thiago Nunes versus Shiloh is going to be pretty cool.
Oh, it's gotta be, dude.
But I think I'm gonna just go ahead and vote Thiago Nunes.
Ooh, I was gonna vote Shiloh.
Oh ho ho, man!
I'm also gonna vote Shiloh. He's been on his winning arc.
Yeah. All right. Let me just put a highlight next to that one.
Nice and bold too. Nice and bold.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna unbold it. Don't worry about it.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Boof versus Abejas in Oras.
We got another highlight. How is this possible?
4 in a row?
4 in a row.
Look, if every game's a highlight, then nothing's a highlight.
No. I mean, the first 2 games were pretty cool. I mean, honestly, this whole week actually just looks really good. Like I
want to highlight a couple more games.
Yeah,
this week.
yeah. This matchup is honestly awesome.
Like we have not got to HSOA, and
Yeah,
you know, like
yeah.
like the DPP game's a highlight for sure.
Boof versus Abejas though. What are we feeling?
Oh, good question. Good question. Abejas showed me that they are not rusty last week, but Boof impressed me with a nice win over Coots. I think I'm gonna ride the hot hand and go with Boof.
Pass.
I was gonna say I'm gonna take it out of your hand, Shen. Don't worry. I'll also vote Boof.
All right. Nice.
Not 3 Oathkeeper versus
Yeah.
Sir Wings in Oras. Very sad, but you know,
Big bummer.
Big bummer.
Soon to be 3 Keeper.
It's 2 Oathkeeper.
But it could be 3-1.
He'll be 3-1 after this win.
Oh, we're going Oathkeeper?
Bold him.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Sir Wings not being in DPP is surprising to me. I think Sir Wings is usually pretty good in DPP. But I guess where the
Ninja and FV. I mean, what's FV gonna do?
Yeah, I was about to say
what.
I was gonna say maybe the tier picks were wrong because like why is FV or oh no wait yeah I don't know the Wising Tides maybe chose the wrong tiers because like FV in DPP feels weird to me, but maybe they weren't expecting a second DPP.
Yeah, that could be.
Yeah. All right, he's
trying to secure the Ninja placement. Yeah.
HSOWA versus Ninja.
I gotta go HSOWA on this one because I like the Sun Tim he brought last week.
Fair enough.
What are you feeling, Kiyo?
I am down for the hot skitty on Wailord action.
Is that what it meant?
That's what it stands for, yes.
Oh my gosh.
You blew my mind. You blew my mind. What the hell?
He does have that
That's
kind of
crazy.
skinny custom avatar, doesn't he?
That's crazy. What? No, that's from a team tour. That's from a team tour. That's from a team tour, but what the hell? All right. I would have expected this to be an ADV matchup, by the way, this next one. And it would be like a turbo highlight if it was, but Bughouse versus FE, real FE13 in DPP.
Oh, I just assumed it was GSC. I didn't even realize it was DPP.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, both of these guys have gotten their reps in the tier, so it's not like they're newcomers.
Not at all.
Definitely not like who you think of as mains for the tier.
Yeah. I mean, the matchup before that is like Mainer versus Mainer.
Yeah, for sure. We're definitely getting the B team right here, but it should still be quite the show.
Absolutely. What are we feeling for Bughouse versus Real FE? This is like tough for me. I could go either way.
I'll always pick FE over anybody,
Yeah.
dude. I think the guys that go.
He went for more in the auction, so we got to bolt him.
Fair enough. And last but not least, another probable highlight: Sablette versus Ghastlies.
Ooh. Two ghost types.
Although I don't think Sablette is actually. It stands for Sandshrew in French.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not Sableye.
Not Sableye, yeah. I'm gonna go with Ghastlies. I watched their games from last week and they were pretty decent. Although, RBYNU is a tier where hacks is just gonna happen, so I don't really judge it based on that. I know that they posted something about how hacks ruined the games, but I don't know.
I don't really get RBY. I might try to focus on it a little bit more, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't understand why these guys don't bring the same 6 Pokemon every week. If there's clearly,
because there's a lot of nuance in team pick actually for RBY.
Yeah, I don't see it. I really don't.
Poliwrath
and I hear him talk about it every week in chat about the nuances and here's how my second team's gonna go based on what I revealed in my first team and stuff. And I'm just like, dude, just bring Charizard, you'll be fine. It's
oh my god.
Bring Zard, Mime.
I know that's
Zard, Mime,
about the tier is that
water.
people just have this impression that it's FD Zard and T-Bolt Mime and that's the tier, but I don't know. Outside looking in, that tends to be the games I see won or when people have SD Zard. So I don't know.
Well,
I just don't see as much reason to stray from the beaten path as much as the RBY players seem willing to. And I'm wondering if it's more just from them wanting to have that novelty rather than it actually being the best metagame call.
No, I genuinely do think that it does matter. The team nuance does matter. Yeah, sure, SD Zard is good, but there's ways around it in the team builder, and especially with Arrow and stuff dropping into the tier, there's ways around Zard. And there's a lot of nuance in choosing a water type for your team and how you want to play, and you can change your play style based on the teams that you build a bit. It's a really interesting tier. I really, really enjoy it. But are we going Ghastlies or Sablette?
Enough love.
I'll go Ghastlies.
All right, locking it in. You got to try it, Kiyo. It genuinely, at first, yeah, you can load a sample team and just kind of wreck house, but then as you learn the nuances of the tier, it becomes a lot more rewarding. To switch around teams and stuff, but all right, this is all me, right? So I'm gonna Esteban. All right, cool. Lagoon Garydos versus the Flamigos. Oh, I got a tally. I think we did 5 and 5 again. Yeah, it's 5 and 5 for the Munkidoris versus the Rising Tides. We predicted 2 ties. All right. Hiko versus Diamond Realm. I'll go Diamond Realm. Last time I did, they left mean comments, and I'm sad. Kushalos will never show up to a game, so Phantom Mystic wins.
Yo, Phantom going for a second win on the sheet.
Just so you know, that's
cool.
Never mind. Go ahead.
Tell him, Kiyo. Tell him.
Tell me, what's up?
I was gonna say, history is not in your favor on this one, my guy.
I have seen Kushalos subbed out 3 times in this game in this tournament.
Why don't you just cross out the name Kush and put sub there, and then change your predict?
Oh, okay, all right. Well, I can't put Kiyo there, so who am I putting there?
That's true, dude. Who is our sub gonna be?
Yeah, that's what I thought. Tough.
I don't got it ready. Phantom it is.
Dude,
yeah,
Phantom he's been very active and he's been very helpful, and he deserves his chance to.
Well, he's been getting a hard time, dude. So he needs to silence the haters.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna hate a little bit.
What he's about to do,
and then I'm ready to be silenced when he dethrones Kushalos.
Yep.
Absolutely. Anyways, I will never predict against Hacker. That's my boy.
He's going crazy. Yep.
I love that guy. Metallica versus Poe and SM is going to be a very cool game. I'm going to give a slight edge to Metallica. I think he's pretty hungry right now, especially drafted for SPL. So maybe he won't have the time this week to dedicate, but I feel like he's really hungry and he shows up. So Cow versus Ruer is going to be a highlight for sure. That is.
And Ruer is going to show up for his game.
Yeah, we'll see. Um, I I feel like Cow has been like grinding pretty hard. I mean, obviously we saw that game earlier. Like he's definitely cooking with the Altaria Haunter. Ruer has been around for longer and maybe stronger black white OU, but I'm gonna give this one to Cow.
Fair enough.
Django versus MZ. Jesus, this is an awesome game. Man, me having to decide everything is crazy. I'm gonna give it to Django. I thought that I liked some of his games better than the MZ game that I watched, but it's definitely gonna be a highlight. I think that'll be an interesting game. Kaboom versus Alice Kazumi. This is like two ADV peripheral mains. Like Kaboom's been playing a lot of ADV OU and such recently, and Alice Kazumi obviously has been doing a lot of ADV OU since she started. I'm gonna give a slight edge to Kaboom. Kaboom has like a lot more like low tier knowledge. Alice Kazumi has like a lot of Little Cup knowledge, but not really ADV focused. But I think that's another highlight. Kiyo versus plznostep. I don't know.
You won't hurt my feelings. It's okay.
It's not. It's like the stat professor thing. That game. Like you played pretty well, I gotta say. Will you be able to repeat that performance when you're not playing against an inting lucker like Pokeslice? All right, I'll give it to you, Kiyo. I'll give it to you.
Oh my goodness, dude! He's predicting a blowout for the Garydos.
Well, no, wanted in 49 states versus Te. I'm giving it to Te. So
gotta give it to Te to balance it out. It's okay. 6-4, we'll take it.
6-4, but honestly, there's a lot of different ways that these games can go. So I'm excited. This is honestly a pretty good series. I'm excited.
There are exactly two ways these games can go.
I said this series can go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's right. Back it up. All right.
I'm gonna watch the tape. When I watch this back and you say series, I'm gonna mark the timestamp and put it in the comments, and you're gonna pin that.
I'll tell you right now. 1 hour, 12 minutes.
Thanks, bud. Bud. Make my life easier.
Anytime. I mean, it'll be edited down a little bit, but yeah, right around there. All right. So that gives a 6-4 for the Lagoon Garydos beating the Flamigos. Honestly, it's close. Sorry, Shen.
It's my bad. I dropped the ball, man.
Yeah. I mean, it would have been a. You know what?
Cast through the minds of GSC.
You know what? It would have been a 5-5 if you hadn't played already.
That's funny.
Crazy.
Yeah, scroll up about 2 scrolls here.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be real. It should be a 5-5. Plznostep's name should be highlighted. Let's be
honest. No. I believe in you, my guy. You got this. You obviously invested when you chose out the GSC.
I will do my best to get the job done, dude.
Yeah. All right, last series. Melodics versus the Let Flygons Be Flygons.
2 teams that say their name twice.
You're right. And wow, I didn't need to know that. That's messing me up now. All right, Elias Sai versus Suku. Shen, you have the knowledge.
Battle of the Frenchmen. That'll be a good one.
Yeah. I gotta go Elias on this one. He's very consistent.
I have no reason not to trust the only person in this call that plays SVNU.
Oof. Shots fired. My feelings.
All right. Toother versus Don Eduardo.
Ooh.
This is also going to be a fun one. I'm highlighting this.
Okay.
Gotta go with the Tooth, dude.
The Tooth man.
I think I'm slightly leaning Tooth as well.
Alrighty. It'll be a fun one though, for sure.
Yeah.
Miru versus PU. Battle of the U names.
This should be a fun one too. I'm gonna go with PU though. Yeah. They played very aggressive in their game versus FC last week, and I love to see that.
Yeah,
it doesn't always work out, but I love to see it.
PU.
All right, I would go Meru, but it's fine. Oros Santu versus Boom. I've never seen that name before. Boom. Yeah.
Boom.
Santu is a clear favorite for me.
All right, we
because
go
that's
Santu.
because that's Santu. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with Boom's game, so yeah, I'm gonna go with Santu.
Although
right.
I'd be happy to be proven wrong.
Absolutely. All right. This is a turbo highlight right here. We got Finchinator versus Stories.
Two of the unluckiest players up against each other. What's going to happen? Will it cancel out?
Top toxic nominee for the NU Awards. Stories going head to head with Finchinator.
All right, here's what's gonna happen. Story's gonna roll up with something wild. Finch gonna roll up with a recycle, and Story's gonna win.
Damn, that is a
And no one will mention her in NU again.
that'll be a bold prediction. You feeling it, Shinjin?
I don't know. Dude.
What's bold
I
story?
haven't actually watched Finch's games that much, but his teams all look the same to me in black white. So
All
It might
right.
just be black white in general. But
I'm anticipating Stories will out prep.
Shots fired. But yeah, Stories is highlighted. SBPC versus Baddy. I have a little bit of bias
Pretty
here.
good game last week. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Baddy game was pretty good. I think literally just not managing Swilus correctly or not getting the chip needed on the Haunter was the only thing that went wrong. I don't know. SBPC was my black-white PL captain and captained us into a finals appearance. So I like both of these players a lot, but I'm going to go with SBPC.
I could also go either way. I say we make Shinjineer decide.
I agree.
I don't know much about either of these players, to be honest. I'll go with Gold Mason's prediction here. SPPC.
Sounds good. All right. Hubris versus Donox.
Ooh.
I'll
go Dunox.
It's a Dunox for me too, but
alrighty. Zern versus Violet River and ADV. This is a highlight for me. I'm not going to highlight it on the thing, but this is a highlight for me.
Yeah. I've heard you talk very highly of Violet River, so for that reason, I will vote for them.
I've been impressed with their game recently. Yeah, Violet River for me too.
All right. I mean,
but definitely a fun one. Should be a personal highlight, as you say.
Absolutely. I'm voting Zern every time, by the way. But Violet River is very good. Notably, Violet River is number 1 on the sheet for SPL 16. Because she won the only game that's been played. But details. GSC, we got Big Fat Mantis versus Not Very Cake. Another.
I like BFM's GSC game.
Yeah,
they've got my vote.
This one was.
I'll go with that. Yeah,
pretty easy for me too. Yeah. I'm surprised that the Flygons did not choose RBY. Maybe they expected RBY to be chose. From the Melodics.
Or they've come around on how fun GSC is. That's got to be it.
Maybe. I mean, all right.
Probably.
And the loudest matchup of the week, we've got Hansuki versus Centuries. All caps.
I know, right? Like, quit yelling at me. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, damn.
I do a rebrand to all caps.
Shenjineer in all caps. Just rebrand to Shen in all caps.
Shen. Yeah. I could. Yeah, once I get enough points in the bad shop,
Yeah, there
maybe
you go.
I will.
Kiyo, you need to get around to naming Shen for more straight.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah. All right. Anyways, as for this matchup, I'll go Centuries.
Kiyo?
Yeah, I'm just gonna be contrarian. It's Suki for me.
Making me decide. I don't know a lot about Hansuki, but I know that Centuries is, as I mentioned last week, Centuries has been grinding the GSC. Also, just pretty nice person. So I'm gonna go with Centuries, but that'll be pretty close, I think.
Nice guys finish last. That's why Hansuki's gonna win.
Damn. So if Shenjineer had not lost before we did the nut, it would be all 5-5s this week. However, Shenjineer lost, and it is the only matchup that we didn't predict to be a tie. Kind of
That's the only one we're winning on right now.
Yeah. I
One
mean,
for one on that matchup.
I also did predict Kiyo over plznostep, so you know.
Do you want to see the live reaction of when I lost on time?
Yes.
No.
Ship it.
Yeah, I will. I will send you. I will link it to you really quick.
Sounds good.
I can't imagine you like raging about it.
No,
so,
I didn't.
don't know.
I didn't
I'm
really rage
curious,
that hard.
but
It was just kind of sad.
Oh,
It
I'm
wasn't that
imagining
bad.
it's like I lost.
Copy
whoops.
link. Send to Gold Mason. You definitely hear I was frustrated, but all right, I sent it to you on Discord.
Oh my god, were you streaming?
No, I was recording.
Oh, okay.
But,
All right.
I didn't. I'm not gonna put that on YouTube.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I don't need to
Commentator's curse, dude. Ruined his
this.
game.
But yeah, no. Thank you guys again for another awesome nut. You guys can.
Yeah.
I was like, you could end it right there, and that'd be a great way to end it. So,
that's a good
but
conclusion.
thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, no, this is awesome. This is awesome.
Thanks for having me on again. Thank you for joining us this time, Kiyo. Really nice to have you.
Absolutely.
Always a pleasure.
And I was glad to get this recorded earlier so that we can get this out to the community earlier. Excited to put this one out. But yeah, thank you guys for joining me. This has been Gold Mason on the Nut, and with Shengineer and Kiyo. We will see you guys next time.
Peace.